Hey, Andy.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, welcome, everybody. This is Common Comic Covers, an appreciation podcast for non-key comics. As we already said, I'm Jeremy. This is Andy, and we're going to look at some common covers this week, some what you're reading, what you're finding, and then, as always, we'll have a blind date with some trash or treasure here coming up in a little bit. Andy, let's have you start. What's your common cover for this week?
Oh, yeah. My common cover is Spectacular Spider-Man, #1 on mine. It is written by Peter David, and let me look at the name. Penciled by Rick. Was that Rick? Rich Butler.
Yeah.
But I was digging through my collection, the Canadian collection.
I'm glad that since it's a holiday season, you went religious.
With the sin.
He was without sin.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas.
The first stone. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing says Christmas like stones and sinning.
Yeah. Yes. Nothing says Christmas, and I love you like a stone and sin.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, tell me more about. So Peter David wrote it. I want to know what's going on this book. Is that the Red Sun?
Yeah, it's like crazy.
Beautiful.
Like it's a super like red and black and white, and then there's some yellow down here. It's just really striking.
I'd be fascinated to know what he did. It almost looks blotchy. Like I wonder if he put ink on his fingers and smudged in that blotchiness. Maybe that's my camera, but tell me about that.
I feel like that's your experience with your wife. But I feel like this is like maybe sponge like that. What do you think?
I'm just drinking my water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sponge.
Maybe a sponge. I don't know how they do that.
From holidays to taking jabs at my relationship. I like it.
Okay,
Is Spider-Man red and black in that one?
Yeah, and white. Yes.
And white. Okay, that's a cool cover.
Yeah, I really liked it. And
I've never seen
it. It is a Canadian price variant as well.
You know, it's not an episode of Triple C without a Canadian price variant reference. And maybe I can work in some Steve Gerber later. Okay, my common cover. So this is a book I've had now for probably 42 years. It's one of my first.
Oh.
It's a newsstand because I bought it on a newsstand.
Ooh.
This would have been a grocery store in the Dalles, Oregon. This is G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, #14.
Yeah.
First appearance of Destro, weapons dealer. I can't tell you how many times I've read this book. For years, my entire comic book collection consisted of about five or six comic books, this being one of them. I was a huge G.I. Joe toy fan, and I want to say I had two different G.I. Joe comic books, but this is the one that I remember the most. This is a Herb Trimpe comic book. Lesser known. I have some Hulks from the 70s by Herb Trimpe. Just I think for me the nostalgia hits it. I love just Destro, Cobra coming up over the hill there. This is this classic G.I. Joe cartoon right there, right on your cover of your comic book here at the grocery store for little Jeremy Vincent. His mom had to fork over 60 cents to purchase this for him.
No, I love that cover. I love there's the background with the troops. I like the jets.
I had this. I had this vehicle.
Yes. I had a friend who had that vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, those were the days. You knew who was cool by what G.I. Joe vehicles they had.
My favorite to the I had a Trouble Bubble. I really enjoyed the Trouble Bubble. You remember that at all?
No.
Oh, yeah. It's like a single person. It's a chair with a jetpack on the back that has like a glass top.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
it was-
remember that. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, yeah,
Andy,
yeah,
I know you just took a big trip,
yeah,
and
yeah.
do you have something you want to share with us? I have a few
Uh,
things that I have some thrift store finds, but I
yeah.
want you have some real finds.
Oh, I had I went to Portland this last week, but we skipped a week, so I was just gonna get the ones that I got the week before.
Okay, well,
So yeah,
leave them
we'll talk.
wanting more.
Yeah. We'll talk about the that Portland trip. It was wonderful. I visited 4 comic book stores in 4 days. So this is delicious, Incredible Hulk. This is probably I didn't.
Is that
Yeah, this is
Stronco?
no. I think it's Marie Severin probably. I don't know. I should have looked it up. I didn't look it up ahead of time.
Here, you
I
keep
kind
talking.
of
I'll look it up for you.
okay.
What number?
But
What is it? Incredible Hulk.
113.
I hope
So one of my
I hope it's Herb Trimpe.
it could be. One of my favorite villains is the Sandman. Like especially on the covers, I just love how he looks. Strangulating the Hulk with his
Andy,
stand powers. Yeah,
Andy,
Trumpy.
it's Herb Trimpe.
Nice. Yeah,
I
yeah.
dedicate this entire show
The Herb
to Herb
Trumpy.
Trimpe.
The Herb Trumpy soul.
May you
I
rest,
like that.
may you rest in peace if you're passed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and if you're not, Godspeed. You're probably not listening to this anyway. All right, keep going. So we have the Sandman.
Yeah, the Sandman. And
I've never seen that Sandman.
Yeah, has a weird outfit on, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very 60s. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And that's it for my pickups. Did I pick up? Oh, I picked up 2 other things, but if you want to show, you can show.
Yeah, we have a handful of thrift stores here in town, like most cities, and
yeah, that
got
happens.
the luck of the draw. So I'm going to hold 2 of them back. These are all dollar bin finds, but 2 of them are coming later.
Ooh.
For what, but just kind of cool. I don't know who this is. It's a Fantastic Four, $2.29. Just thought it was cool.
Oh, fun! Yeah, that's great.
And it's a first appearance of some randomness, but again for $1.
Yeah, great.
Love that. This one was fun. It's Inhumans number 5. It's not in that black. It's hard to keep that nice. But this is
second Black Widow or something like that.
Second Black Widow.
Wow.
Great dollar bin find.
Yeah, that's hundreds possibly.
No, well, possibly.
Yeah.
I think in this condition, if it was in, I don't know. I'm happy with $1.
Yeah, that's great.
And then another cool thing I found, and this one I think is worth about 30. Comics Spectacular, but that's a McFarlane Batman and Spider-Man right there on the cover, and then on the inside is a lot of Simpsons posters.
Okay, that's cool though. That's really cool.
A little mermaid poster, but then there's some McFarlane art in there. But again, I was like, oh wow, McFarlane, Batman and Spider-Man.
Can I see the Spider-Man a little bit more? And then the Batman? That's cool. Did somebody draw on the
little scribble there? Okay,
yeah.
I'm not planning on selling it. I mean, it's not worth that much. But again, for $1, a McFarlane, this is cool.
That has a very nod to that one Batman comic 429 or something. Where it's very a nod to that for sure.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. So those are my quick finds, and then I got 2 more for you that'll come in a second here. But what else do you have?
So I bought for $5 a Wonder Woman comic book. 167, and the reason I bought it was it's an Adam Hughes cover.
Nice.
Yeah. He usually draws women very, very attractively.
And I learned a new phrase by looking at Golden Age comic books.
Good girl art.
And headlights. Keep
Headlights,
going.
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
keep going.
Yeah. And then I got a Strange Tales 156. This is they were calling it like I think 3.5-ish, 4.0-ish range.
And
so
is that Stronco and Kirby or Kirby? Or neither?
It's not Kirby.
I have a whole slew of those Strange Tales. A lot of them are Kirby and or Stronco.
Oh, Severin. It's Murray Severin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It says SE.
Well, he's no Herb Trimpe, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think she's better. But, well, I shouldn't. Whatever. I won't. I don't want to kick a horn. Hey, okay. So this. I want to ask you something.
Yeah. Go for it.
Have you heard about the whole uproar about CGC and like how there's like these, how people are scamming and stuff like that? Have you heard about that?
No.
Okay. Well, apparently.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So like apparently people are buying this like comic book in a 9.8. They're breaking the case, exchanging the comic book with a comic book not as in good a condition, but has a Mark Jeweler insert in it, which is like this variant.
Yeah.
And then they send it back to CGC and be like, oh, the case cracked and they missed that it was a Mark Jewelers. Can you fix it? And CGC has just been fixing the label and resealing it. And so people are like selling
it's not a 9.8.
Yes. It's not. So they're getting these. So they're getting like a $150 book turning into a $3,500 book or something, like,
wow.
Yeah. So that's been the latest. And honestly, that's not good, but like, I'm like, I don't buy those type of books. It's, you don't want like,
if they're tricking me, they're tricking me into a 1.0, not a 2.0. They got me.
That's right. That's right.
That value stamp isn't there, damn it.
Yeah, that's right. This is a 0.5. Yeah.
I didn't hear that. That's it happens. It's like the guys at the old half price books taking the comic books out of the cases and slipping them out.
Yeah, that's true.
I never did that.
Yeah. You find the empty backing boards.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Hey Andy.
Yeah.
Are you ready to take a blind date with a dollar bin comic?
I've been ready my whole life.
It's Trash or Treasure again. Back for more. So I have two books for you. These were both from my thrift store find. They were both in the dollar bin. I'll start off with the least interesting of the two.
Great. I like that idea.
We have 3 individuals here on the splash page. Two gentlemen are running from another individual who looks very angry. The angry individual says,
"What are you doing?"
Oh, hey, buddy. Okay. What the devil are you hairless apes staring at? Go on and beat it. Rawr!
Hairless apes. Oh boy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go now. Sometime later. Darn it. I can't sit around on my tail feathers feeling sorry for myself. I've got to think of practical matters. Food, shelter, a job. Thought they'd chew me up alive in Cleveland unemployment office. But at least
this is Howard the Duck. Okay.
There we go. Lucky for me, the owner of this health spa is nearsighted and always has fog-tip glasses from all the steam in here. I think it's lucky anyway. Listen, shorty, we got a plugged up air jet in hot tub number 11. And since you're supposed to be the water expert, I asked for, you're going to fix it. He throws.
This is trash 1.0.
Throws Howard. Howard, of course, heading straight for the pool. No, I can't swim. This is Howard the Duck, the movie special.
Oh,
number two.
That's fantastic. I love the art. Kind of.
I mean, I'm a Howard guy, so I would have paid $5 for this.
You only had to pay $1 though. That's great.
Yeah, and now I
Yeah.
just need
1 and 3.
1 and 3. Okay,
Okay.
now this is where it's going to get interesting.
Oh, good.
Okay, it's a blind date.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
This is the narrator.
All right.
Stephen and Joe, who received their early training in the communist-controlled schools of Hungary, are beginning a new life in a small town in this country. The communist training was 100% effective in Joe's case. He intends to fight against the beliefs and customs of his new homeland. Steve is not so sure. He's going to try to understand democracy. And now it's a handful of boys playing baseball in a field here. Of course, one of the things they both very quickly grew up to like was the national pastime. One day, as they and some of the civics clubbers were playing scrubs in a vacant lot, we got a smack, ball, window, insert scene. Gosh, I hope this doesn't get us into a lot of trouble. Don't worry, it's our fault, really. We know this isn't too good a place to play ball. It's part of a housing development, not a playground. Let's get out of here before the owners get close enough to see us. Then they won't be able to describe us to the cops. That's right. Not getting caught is the main thing. Hold it, friends. I hate to spoil your getaway plans, but we're going to try to straighten things out with an irritated taxpayer as well as the police. After all, there's no better way to learn about Christian social living than by doing some of it yourself.
Wow.
I mean, I could keep going if you want, but
No, that is
Andy, this is progress.
Yeah, 50s, 60s.
No, you're right. Yeah, 50s, 1958.
Ah, yeah, I could tell by the the strong anti-communist. Wow.
It was approved by now. Sorry, is this trash or treasure?
Well, I would say it is neither. I think it's a
because you don't want to get in trouble with the FBI, so you're not saying
right. Yes, it's because I'm afraid
MacArthur's going to find you.
Yeah. I think it's like a 5-0. Like I would have it in my collection, but I would never I wouldn't be upset if I didn't either.
Yeah. It was one of those ones where I almost didn't buy it.
Oh, yeah.
So this is
I want to
treasure.
see how big that value stamp is. Or
it's giant. It's giant. Mom and Dad, here's the book for little Billy.
What's it called?
It's Treasure Chest number 4, volume 14. It's put out by, I think, the Catholic Church.
Okay. Yeah.
Published every 2 weeks. Geo publisher. Where did I see it? Prepared under, here you go. Prepared under the supervision of the Commission on American Citizenship, Catholic University of America, Washington, D.C.
Nice.
And it, you have a nun on the back doing a science experiment. At first I thought
it was a nun with a gun or something. I was like, that's
no, there's none of that in here.
No.
This is not good. Jesus is in here.
Oh,
Moses. There's Moses.
Risen Savior.
Moses is in here.
It's Christmassy then. It's a Christmas book, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, so that's what I have for Trash or Treasure this week.
Okay.
Thanks for taking a blind date.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I think we will have a Merry Christmas, Jeremy.
Yeah. Let's I got to get to wrapping presents.
Okay.
So we'll see everyone again here pretty soon. Please like and follow us.
Oh, and subscribe. Yes.
Subscribe. Okay. What else?
Yeah. God bless.
Let